Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to King Henry IV. I am Pemberton. This is part 2, and it contains one of the most joyous scenes Shakespeare ever wrote. First, at his castle of Warkworth, Hotspur scorns a timid lord's letter and teases his loving, worried wife, Lady Percy, who can get no word from him of the danger he rides toward. Then we come to the Boar's Head Tavern in Eastcheap, and the evening that has delighted audiences for 400 years. Prince Hal baits a poor scurrying draw for sport, and then enrolls Sir John Falstaff, sweating and roaring, to tell how a whole army of rogues in buckram set upon him a lie that swells from 2 men to 11 before our eyes until Hal springs the truth that it was only he and Poins who robbed him in the dark. The two friends then stage a mock play, taking turns to act the king rebuking his wayward son. A knock at the door. The sheriff is come for Falstaff, and the prince hides his fat friend, who is found at last snoring behind the curtain. Let us go in.
Hotspur enters, reading a letter. But for my own part, my lord, I could be very willing to be there, because of the love I bear your house. He could be willing. Then why is he not? Because of the love he bears our house? He shows by this that he loves his own barn better than he loves our house. Let me see more. The purpose you undertake is dangerous. Why, that is certain. It is dangerous to catch a cold, to sleep, to drink. I tell you, my lord fool, from this nettle danger we pluck this flower of safety. The purpose you undertake is dangerous. The friends you have named are uncertain. The time itself is badly chosen, and your whole plan is too light to balance so great an opposition. Is that what you say? Is that what you say? I say back to you that you are a shallow, cowardly farmhand, and you lie. What an empty-headed fellow this is. By the Lord, our plot is as good a plot as ever was laid. Our friends are true and steady. A good plot, good friends, and full of promise. An excellent plot, very good friends. What a cold-spirited rogue this is. Why, my Lord of York approves the plot and the whole course of the action. Zounds, if I were near this rascal now, I could beat his brains out with his lady's fan. Is there not my father, my uncle, and myself? Lord Edmund Mortimer, my Lord of York, and Owen Glendower? Is there not besides the Douglas? Do I not have all their letters, saying they will meet me in arms by the 9th of next month, and are not some of them already on the way? What a heathen rascal this is, an unbeliever. Ha! You will see now. Out of pure fear and a cold heart, he will go to the king and reveal all our proceedings. Oh, I could split myself in two and beat myself for stirring such a dish of skim milk into so honorable an action. Hang him. Let him tell the king. We are ready. I will set out tonight. Lady Percy enters. What now, Kate? I must leave you within these 2 hours. Oh, my good lord, why are you alone like this? For what offence have I, these 2 weeks, been banished from my Harry's bed? Tell me, sweet lord, what is it that takes away your appetite, your pleasure, and your golden sleep? Why do you keep your eyes bent on the ground, and start so often when you sit alone? Why have you lost the fresh blood in your cheeks, and given my treasures and my rights in you over to heavy-eyed brooding and cursed melancholy? In your faint sleep I have watched beside you, and heard you murmur tales of iron wars, speak riding commands to your bounding horse, cry courage. To the field. You have talked of attacks and retreats, of trenches, tents, palisades, frontiers, breastworks, great guns, cannon, culverins, prisoners ransomed, soldiers slain, and all the currents of a headlong fight. Your spirit has been so much at war within you, and has so stirred you in your sleep, that beads of sweat stood on your brow like bubbles on a stream just shaken, and strange motions appeared in your face, like those we see when men hold their breath at some sudden great command. Oh, what signs are these? My lord has some grave business in hand, and I must know it, or else he does not love me. Ho there! A servant enters. Has Gilliams gone with the packet? He has, my lord, an hour ago. Has Butler brought those horses from the sheriff? One horse, my lord, he brought it just now. What horse? A roan with cropped ears, is it not? It is, my lord. That roan shall be my throne. Well, I will mount him at once. Oh, a spurns. Tell Butler to lead him out into the park. The servant exits. But hear me, my lord. What do you say, my lady? What is carrying you away? Why, my horse, my love, my horse. Out, you mad-headed ape. A weasel has not half the fierce temper that tosses you about. Truly, I will know your business, Harry, I will. I fear my brother Mortimer is stirring about his title, and has sent for you to strengthen his enterprise. But if you go so far on foot, I shall grow weary, love. Come, come, you chattering parakeet, answer me directly to the question I ask. Truly, I will break your little finger, Harry, if you will not tell me everything truly. Away, away, you trifler! Love, I do not love you. I do not care for you, Kate. This is no world for playing with dolls and jousting with kisses. We must have bloody noses and cracked crowns and pass them off as good coin too. Godspeed, my horse. What do you say, Kate? What would you have for me? Do you not love me? Do you truly not? Well then, do not, for since you do not love me, I will not love myself. Do you not love me? No, tell me whether you are joking or not. Come, will you see me ride? And when I am on horseback, I will swear I love you infinitely. But listen, Kate, from now on I must not have you question where I go, nor ask the reason why. Where I must go, I must, and to finish this evening I must leave you, gentle Kate. I know you are wise, but no wiser than Harry Percy's wife. You are constant, but still a woman, and for secrecy no lady is closer, for I truly believe you will not speak what you do not know. And that far I will trust you, gentle Kate. What? That far? Not an inch farther. But listen, Kate, where I go, there you shall go too. Today I will set out. Tomorrow you will. Will this satisfy you, Kate? It must, of necessity. They exit. Prince Henry enters a room in the Boar's Head Tavern in Eastcheap. Ned, please come out of that stuffy room and help me laugh a little. Poins enters. Where have you been, Hal? With 3 or 4 blockheads among 60 or 80 barrels. I have plumbed the very lowest note of humility. Sir, I am sworn brother now to 3 tapsters, and I can call them all by their Christian names, Tom, Dick, and Francis. They already swear on their salvation that though I am only Prince of Wales, I am the King of Courtesy. They tell me plainly I am no proud jack like Falstaff, but a Corinthian, a spirited lad, a good boy, by the Lord, that is what they call me, and when I am King of England I shall command all the good lads in Eastcheap. They call drinking deeply dying scarlet, and when you pause to breathe in your drink, they cry him, until you play it off. In short, I have become so skilled in a quarter of an hour that I can drink with any tinker in his own language for the rest of my life. I tell you, Ned, you lost much honor by not being with me in this exploit. But sweet Ned, to sweeten the name of Ned, I give you this pennyworth of sugar, just now slapped into my hand by a little underwaiter, one who never spoke any English in his life except 8 shillings and 6pence, and you are welcome, with this shrill addition. Coming, sir. Put a pint of bastard wine on the half, Moon's Bill, or something like it. But Ned, to pass the time until Falstaff comes, please stand in some side room while I question my young drawer about why he gave me the sugar, and you keep calling Francis without stopping, so his story to me will be nothing but coming. Step aside, and I will show you a model of the trick. Poins goes aside. Francis. Perfect. Francis. Francis enters. Coming, sir. Look down into the pomegranate, Ralph. Come here, Francis. My lord. How long do you have left to serve, Francis? Indeed, 5 years, and as much as 2. Francis. Coming, sir. 5 years. By Our Lady, a long lease for clinking pewter cups. But Francis, would you be brave enough to play the coward with your indenture, show it a clean pair of heels, and run away from it? Oh Lord, sir, I will swear on all the books in England I could find it in my heart. Francis. Coming, sir. How old are you, Francis? Let me see. Around next Michaelmas I shall be. Francis. Coming, sir. Please wait a little, my lord. No, listen, Francis. The sugar you gave me was a pennyworth, was it not? Oh Lord, I wish it had been 2. I will give you £1,000 for it. Ask me whenever you like, and you shall have it. Francis. Coming. Coming, Francis. No, Francis, tomorrow, Francis, or Thursday, Francis, or truly, Francis, whenever you will. But Francis. My lord? Will you rob this leather, jerkin crystal, button bald, headed agate ring dark, stocking tape, gartered, smooth, tongued, Spanish, pouched fellow? Oh Lord, sir, who do you mean? Why then your brown bastard wine is your only drink, for look, Francis, your white canvas doublet will get stained. In Barbary, sir, it cannot come to so much. What, sir? Francis. Go, you rogue. Do you not hear them calling? Both call him. The drawer stands amazed, not knowing which way to go. The vintner enters. What, do you stand still while you hear such calling? Attend to the guests inside. Francis exits. My lord, old Sir John, and half a dozen more are at the door. Shall I let them in? Leave them alone a while, and then open the door. The vintner exits. Poins enters. Coming, sir. Sir, Falstaff and the rest of the thieves are at the door. Shall we be merry? As merry as crickets, my lad. But listen, what clever game have you made with this joke on the drawer? Come, what is the result? I am now in every mood that has shown itself a mood since old Goodman Adam down to the student age of this present midnight. Francis enters. What time is it, Francis? Coming, sir. Francis exits. That this fellow should have fewer words than a parrot, and yet be the son of a woman. His labor is upstairs and downstairs. His eloquence is a scrap of a tavern bill. I am not yet of Percy's mind, the Hotspur of the north, who kills 6 or 7 dozen Scots before breakfast, washes his hands, and says to his wife, "Fie on this quiet life. I need work." "Oh, my sweet Harry," she says, "how many have you killed today?" "Give my roan horse a drench," says he, and an hour later answers, "Some 14. A trifle. Please call in Falstaff. I will play Percy, and that damned slab of pork shall play Dame Mortimer, his wife." "Rivo," says the drunkard. "Call in Ribs, call in Tallow." Falstaff, Gadseal, Bardolph, and Peto enter, followed by Francis with wine. "Welcome, Jack. Where have you been? A plague on all cowards, I say, and vengeance too. Truly, amen. Give me a cup of sack, boy. Before I lead this life much longer, I will sew stockings, mend them, and foot them too. A plague on all cowards! Give me a cup of sack, rogue. Is there no virtue left in the world? Falstaff drinks. Did you ever see Titan kiss a dish of butter, poor tender-hearted Titan, and melt it with the sweet tail of the sun? You have, then look at that mixture. You rogue, there is lime in this sack too. There is nothing but roguery to be found in wicked man. Yet a coward is worse than a cup of sack with lime in it. A villainous coward. Go your ways, old Jack. Die whenever you will. If manhood, good manhood, has not been forgotten from the face of the earth, then I am a dried-up herring. There are not 3 good men alive and unhanged in England, and one of them is fat and growing old. God help the times. A bad world, I say. I wish I were a weaver. I could sing psalms or anything. A plague on all cowards, I still say. What now, wool, sack? What are you muttering? A king's son. If I do not beat you out of your kingdom with a wooden dagger and drive all your subjects before you like a flock of wild geese, I will never wear hair on my face again. You Prince of Wales. Why, you horse and round man, what is the matter? Are you not a coward? Answer me that, and poins there too? Zounds, you fat paunch, if you call me coward, by the Lord, I will stab you. I call you coward? I would see you damned before I called you coward, but I would give £1,000 if I could run as fast as you can. You are straight enough in the shoulders. You do not care who sees your back. Do you call that backing your friends? A plague on such backing. Give me men who will face me. Give me a cup of sack. I am a rogue if I have drunk today. O villain! Your lips are hardly wiped from your last drink. That makes no difference. A plague on all cowards, still I say. Falstaff drinks. What is the matter? What is the matter? 4 of us here took £1,000 this morning. Where is it, Jack? Where is it? Where is it? It was taken from us. 100 men set upon poor 4 of us. What, 100 men? I am a rogue if I was not at half sword with a dozen of them for 2 hours together. I escaped by miracle. I am pierced 8 times through the doublet, 4 times through the hose. My buckler is cut through and through, my sword hacked like a handsaw. Look, here is the proof. I never fought better since I was a man, but nothing would do. A plague on all cowards! Let them speak. If they say more or less than the truth, they are villains and sons of darkness. Speak, sirs. How was it? Before set upon some dozen. 16 at least, my lord. And bound them. No, no, they were not bound. You rogue, they were bound, every man of them, or else I am a Jew, a Hebrew Jew. As we were dividing the money, some 6 or 7 fresh men set upon us. And I untied the rest, and then the other men came in. What, did you fight all of them? All? I do not know what you call all, but if I did not fight 50 of them, then I am a bunch of radishes. If there were not 50, 2 or 50, 3 of them on poor old Jack, then I am no 2-legged creature. Pray God you have not murdered some of them. No, it is past praying for that. I peppered 2 of them. I am sure I paid 2 of them out, 2 rogues in buckram suits. I tell you, Hal, if I lie, spit in my face and call me a horse. You know my old guard. Here I stood, and this is how I held my point. 4 rogues in buckram struck at me. What for? You said only 2 just now. 4, Hal. I told you 4. Yes, yes, he said 4. These 4 came at me all together from the front and thrust hard. I made no more fuss, but took all their 7 sword points on my shield like this. 7? Why, there were only 4 just now. In buckram? Yes, 4 in buckram suits. 7 by this sword, hilt, or I am a villain. Please leave him alone. We shall have more of this presently. Do you hear me, Hal? Yes, and I'm watching you too, Jack. Do, for it is worth listening to. These 9 in buckram that I told you about. There, 2 more already. Their sword points being broken. Their stockings fell down. They began to give ground, but I pressed close, came in with foot and hand, and in a moment I finished 7 of the 11. Monstrous. 11 buckram men grown out of 2. But as the devil would have it, 3 ill-bred knaves in Kendal Green came at my back and struck at me, for it was so dark, Hal, you could not see your own hand. These lies are like the father that breeds them, gross as a mountain, open, plain, touchable. Why, you clay-brained belly, you knot-headed fool, you horse and obscene greasy tallow tub. What, are you mad? Are you mad? Is not the truth the truth? Why, how could you know these men were in Kendal Green when it was so dark you could not see your hand? Come, give us your reason. What do you say to that? Come, your reason, Jack, your reason. What, under compulsion? Zounds, if I were on the Strappado, or every rack in the world, I would not tell you under compulsion. Give a reason under compulsion. If reasons were as plentiful as blackberries, I would give no man a reason under compulsion. Not I. I will be guilty of this sin no longer. This red-faced coward, this bed-presser, this horse-back breaker, this huge hill of flesh. God's blood, you starving thing, you eel skin, you dried ox dung, you bull's petzl, you stockfish, oh, for breath to say what you are like. You tailor's yard, you sheath, you bow, case, you vile standing rapier. Well, breathe a while, then go at it again. and when you have tired yourself with low comparisons, hear me say only this. Mark this, Jack. We two saw you four attack 4 men, bind them, and take command of their money. Now see how a plain tale will put you down. Then we two attacked you 4, and with a word frightened you away from your prize, and we have it, yes, and can show it to you here in the house. And Falstaff, you carried your belly off as nimbly and swiftly, and roared for mercy, and kept running and roaring like any bull calf I ever heard. What a slave you are to hack your sword as you have done, and then say it happened in fight! What trick, what scheme, what hiding hole can you find now to cover yourself from this open and obvious shame? Come, let us hear it, Jack. What trick have you now? By the Lord, I knew you as well as he who made you. Why, listen, my masters, was I to kill the heir apparent? Should I turn on the true prince? Why, you know I am as valiant as Hercules, but beware instinct. The lion will not touch the true prince. Instinct is a great matter. I was a coward just now by instinct. I shall think better of myself and of you as long as I live, I for a valiant lion, and you for a true prince. But by the Lord, lads, I am glad you have the money. Hostess, bar the doors. Watch tonight, pray tomorrow. Gallants, lads, boys, hearts of gold, all titles of good fellowship be yours. What, shall we be merry? Shall we have a play made up on the spot? Content, and the subject shall be your running away. Ah, no more of that, Hal, if you love me. The hostess enters. Oh, Jesu, my lord the prince. How now, my lady hostess? What do you say to me? Indeed, my lord, there is a nobleman from the court at the door who wants to speak with you. He says he comes from your father. Give him enough money to make him a royal man, and send him back again to my mother. What sort of man is he? An old man. What is gravity doing out of bed at midnight? Shall I give him his answer? Please do, Jack. Faith, I will send him packing. Falstaff exits. Now, sirs, by Our Lady, you fought bravely. So did you, Peto. So did you, Bardolph. You are lions too. You ran away on instinct. You would not touch the true prince. No shame. Faith, I ran when I saw others run. Faith, tell me now in earnest, how did Falstaff's sword get so hacked? Why, he hacked it with his dagger, and said he would swear truth out of England before he would fail to make you believe it was done in fight, and he persuaded us to do the same. Yes, and to tickle our noses with spear grass to make them bleed, then smear our clothes with it, and swear it was the blood of honest men. I did what I had not done these 7 years. I blushed to hear his monstrous plans. Oh, villain, you stole a cup of sack 18 years ago and were caught in the act, and ever since you have blushed at a moment's notice. You had fire and sword on your side, and still you ran away. What instinct made you do that? My lord, do you see these meteors? Do you behold these vapors? I do. What do you think they foretell? Hot livers and cold purses. Choler, my lord, if taken rightly. No, if taken rightly, a halter. Falstaff enters. Here comes lean Jack, here comes bare bone. How now, my sweet creature of stuffing? How long has it been, Jack, since you saw your own knee? My own knee? When I was about your age, Hal, I was not an eagle's talon at the waist. I could have crept through any alderman's thumb ring. A plague on sighing and grief! It blows a man up like a bladder. There is villainous news abroad. Sir John Bracy was here from your father. You must go to court in the morning. That mad fellow of the north, Percy, and that man of Wales who beat Amomon, made Lucifer a cuckold, and swore the devil was his true liegeman on the cross of a Welsh hook. What the plague do you call him? Oh, Glendower. Owen the same, and his son-in-law Mortimer, and old Northumberland, and that lively Scot of Scots, Douglas, who rides a horse up a sheer hill. The one who rides at full speed and with his pistol kills a sparrow in flight. You have hit it. So he never hit the sparrow. Well, that rascal has good mettle in him. He will not run. Why, what a rascal are you, then, to praise him so for running? On horseback, you fool, but on foot he will not budge a foot. Yes, Jack, by instinct. I grant you by instinct. Well, he is there too, and one more ache, and 1,000 more blue caps. Worcester has slipped away tonight. Your father's beard has turned white at the news. You may buy land now as cheap as stinking mackerel. Why then, if a hot June comes and the civil brawling holds, we shall buy maidenheads the way men buy hobnails, by the hundreds. The mass, lad, you speak true. It looks as if we shall have good business that way. But tell me, Hal, are you not terribly afraid? You are the heir apparent. Could the world find 3 such enemies again as that fiend Douglas, that spirit Percy, and that devil Glendower? Are you not horribly afraid? Does your blood not shiver at the thought? Not a bit, truly. I lack some of your instinct. Well, you will be horribly scolded tomorrow when you come before your father. If you love me, practice an answer. You send for my father and examine me about the details of my life. Shall I? Gladly. This chair shall be my throne, this dagger my scepter, and this cushion my crown. Your throne is taken for a joints. Duel your golden scepter for a leaden dagger, and your precious rich crown for a pitiful bald head. Well, if the fire of grace is not quite gone out of you, now you shall be moved. Give me a cup of sack to make my eyes look red, so people may think I have wept, for I must speak with passion, and I will do it in King Cambyses' style. Well, here is my bow, and here is my speech. Stand aside, nobility. O Jesu, this is excellent sport in faith. Do not weep, sweet queen, for trickling tears are useless. O the Father, how he keeps his face straight! For God's sake, lords, take away my sorrowful queen, for tears have stopped the floodgates of her eyes. O Jesu, he does it as much like one of those ragged players as ever I saw. Peace, good pint, pot, peace, good tickle, brain. Harry, I do not only marvel where you spend your time, but also what company you keep. For though chamomile grows faster the more it is trodden on, yet youth wears out sooner the more it is wasted. That you are my son, I know partly by your mother's word, partly by my own opinion, but chiefly by that villainous trick of your eye, and that foolish hanging of your lower lip, which prove it to me. If, then, you are my son, here is the point, why, being my son, are you so pointed at? Shall the blessed Son of Heaven become a skulker and eat blackberries? That question should not be asked. Shall the Son of England become a thief and take purses? That question must be asked. There is a thing, Harry, which you have often heard of, and which many in our land know by the name of pitch. This pitch, as ancient writers report, stains whatever touches it, so does the company you keep. For, Harry, now I do not speak to you in drink, but in tears, not in pleasure, but in passion, not in words only, but in woes as well. And yet there is one virtuous man, I have often noticed in your company, though I do not know his name. What kind of man, if it please your majesty? A fine, portly man, truly, and a corpulent one, with a cheerful look, a pleasing eye, and a most noble bearing. I think his age is about 50, or, by Our Lady, leaning towards 60. And now I remember, his name is Falstaff. If that man is given to vice, he deceives me, for, Harry, I see virtue in his looks. If the tree may be known by the fruit, as the fruit by the tree, then I say it absolutely, there is virtue in that Falstaff. Keep him with you, banish the rest. And tell me now, you naughty varlet, tell me where you have been this month. Do you speak like a king? You send for me, and I will play my father. Depose me. If you do it half so gravely and majestically, both in words and matter, hang me up by the heels for a young rabbit or a poulterer's hare. Well, here I sit, and here I stand. Judge, my masters. Now, Harry, where do you come from? My noble lord, from East Cheap. The complaints I hear of you are serious. God's blood, my lord, they are false. Nay, I will fit you for a young prince in faith. Do you swear, graceless boy? From now on, never look at me. You are violently carried away from grace. A devil haunts you in the likeness of an old fat man. A whole ton of a man is your companion. Why do you keep company with that trunk of moods, that flower bin of beastliness, that swollen bundle of dropsies, that huge cask of sack, that stuffed cloak bag of guts, that roasted Manningtree ox with a pudding in his belly, that reverend vice, that grey iniquity, that father ruffian, that aged vanity? What is he good for except to taste sack and drink it? Where is he neat and clean except in carving a capon and eating it? Where is he clever except in trickery? Where is he crafty except in villainy? Where is he villainous except in everything? Where is he worthy except in nothing? I wish your grace would let me understand you. Whom does your grace mean? That villainous, abominable misleader of youth Falstaff, that old white-bearded Satan. My lord, I know the man. I know you do. But to say I know more harm in him than in myself would be to say more than I know. That he is old, the more the pity, his white hairs witness it. But that he is, saving your reverence, a whoremaster, I utterly deny. If sack and sugar are a fault, God help the wicked. If being old and merry is a sin, then many an old host I know is damned. If being fat is to be hated, then Pharaoh's lean cattle are to be loved. No, my good lord, banish Peto, banish Bardolph, banish Poins, but for sweet Jack Falstaff, kind Jack Falstaff, true Jack Falstaff, valiant Jack Falstaff, and therefore all the more valiant because he is old Jack Falstaff, do not banish him from your Harry's company. Do not banish him from your Harry's company. Banish plump Jack and banish all the world. I do. I will. A knocking is heard. Hostess, Francis, and Bardolph go out. Bardolph enters running. Oh, my lord, the sheriff with a monstrous watches at the door. Away, you rogue. Play out the play. I have much to say on behalf of that Falstaff. The hostess enters hastily. Oh, Jesu, my lord. Hey, the devil rides on a fiddlestick. What is the matter? The sheriff and all the watch are at the door. They have come to search the house. Shall I let them in? Do you hear, hell? Never call a true piece of gold counterfeit. You are truly made of gold, even if you do not seem so. And you are a natural coward without instinct. I deny your major point. If you will deny the sheriff, do so. If not, let him enter. If I do not suit a cart as well as another man, plague take my upbringing. I hope I shall be strangled with a halter as readily as another. Go hide behind the Arras. The rest of you go upstairs. Now, my masters, put on honest faces and good consciences. I have had both, but their time has expired, and therefore I will hide. Call in the sheriff. I'll go out except the prince and Peto. The sheriff and the carrier enter. Now, master sheriff, what do you want with me? First, pardon me, my lord. A hue and cry has followed certain men to this house. What men? One of them is well known, my gracious lord, a gross fat man, as fat as butter. I assure you that man is not here, for I myself have sent him on business at this time. And Sheriff, I pledge you my word that by tomorrow dinner time I will send him to answer you, or any man, for anything he may be charged with. So let me ask you to leave the house. I will, my lord. 2 gentlemen have lost 300 marks in this robbery. It may be so. If he has robbed these men, he shall answer for it. And so farewell. Good night, my noble lord. I think it is good morning, is it not? Indeed, my lord, I think it is 2 o'clock. The sheriff exits with the carrier. This oily rascal is as well known as Paul's. Go, call him out. Falstaff! Fast asleep behind the Arras and snoring like a horse. Listen how hard he draws his breath. Search his pockets. Peto searches his pocket and finds some papers. What have you found? Nothing but papers, my lord. Let us see what they are. Read them. Peto reads. Item. A capon, 2 shillings and 2 pence. Item. Sauce, 4 pence. Item. Sack, 2 gallons, 5 shillings and 8 pence. Item. Anchovies and sack after supper, 2 shillings and 6 pence. Item. Bread 1 halfpenny. Oh, monstrous! Only a halfpenny's worth of bread against this unbearable amount of sack. Whatever else is there, keep it hidden. We will read it when we have a better chance. Let him sleep there till daylight. I will go to court in the morning. We must all go to the wars, and your place shall be honorable. I will get this fat rogue command of a company of foot soldiers, and I know his death will be a march of 12 score men. The money shall be paid back again with interest. Be with me early in the morning, and so good morning, Peto. Good morning, my good lord. They exit.
And there we pause, on the sleeping mountain of a man and a tavern bill for a halfpenny worth of bread to an intolerable deal of sack. We have laughed our fill at Falstaff's brazen lies, at his nimble wit when he is caught, at the mock play where, playing the cane, he pleads so movingly for sweet Jack Falstaff to be spared. But the laughter is darkening. The sheriff came tonight for a robbery, the prince has promised to set all to rights and repay the stolen money, and the trumpet of war is sounding outside. Hal is called to the court and the cant, and the long holiday is ending. Next time, in part 3, the rebels carve up England on a map in Wales, a father reproves his son to tears, and the armies begin to gather for Shrewsbury. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.